Register online at philsgang.com. Stop wasting your money and time on outdated newsletters, reading dozens of websites and magazines. You wanted it, you got it. One-on-one coaching with Phil Grandy. For more information and to register, call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or register online at philsgang.com. And we'll see you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
I don't think they should cut rates. A, I don't think the economy needs it. B, I don't think it's effective. And C, every indicator that they looked at that made them worry has turned green.
That's right. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. Get ready. I told my gang today, when they cut rates, the first move in the stock market, if it's down, it's going to be wrong. It'll turn around and it'll go back up. Whatever move is made in the stock market on the initial rate cut announcement, the market will go in the wrong direction. So don't change it. Don't chase it. And then what you do is you wait and then let it go in the other direction. And after about an hour, it'll settle itself down and you know which way the market's going to go. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Okay, this is crazy. Now let's think about this. They cut rates again. So, why? Why? Why do they want to cut the rates now to 1.5 to 1.7 or 1.75? When they believe, and we're told every day by the jibber jabbers, this is the strongest economy ever. The biggest capital investment ever. Companies are pouring money, they said, into their companies, buying new machinery and equipment. Kudlow tells us that all the time. We have the best corporate earnings ever. We have the best job growth ever. Then what in the hell are we doing cutting rates? Here's why. Because since more than 10 years, if you go all the way back to Bill Clinton, in 1993 to 2001, when he was in office, go all the way back there, the rates, remember, when he finished up, remember, he was in that dot-com bubble. That dot-com bubble started under him. Because remember and then when that dot-com bubble collapsed, what happened? Well, Baby Bush came into office in 2001 to 2009. So let's think about this, what happened. So they had all these rates when Bill Clinton was in office and the dot-com started, all the big dot-com deal. Everybody was making a fortune buying Intel and all these other companies, and they lowered rates down to near zero. And then when we ended up in a crash, in that dot-com crash, that bubble we had, which was mass, they didn't ever call it bubble, they called it economic growth. Bush comes in, and what's he do? Oh, he doesn't want a recession. Wait a minute. Every president always let the recession happen. A recession is a good thing. You reset prices, you get rid of excesses. You got to have the recession. Painful, but you got to. He said, oh, not on my watch. So he kept interest rates low. So what did he do? He says, well, let's get into a housing bubble. We'll start another housing bubble. So that's what we did. So we went from one bubble to the other. So instead of when the dot-com bubble crashed and rates were near zero, to stop that nonsense and get rates back to normal back in 2001, what did Baby Bush do? He kept rates at zero, and he wouldn't let the economy go into a recession. Well, you know the story of what happened with the housing. Because, see, the way it works, remember, when you have a bubble in the market, when you keep interest rates you keep those interest rates down, what does that do? Well, normally what you do, if you have a recession, the first thing you do, yes, you drop interest rates because it's like a primer. You want to get the economy, you want to get consumption going again, right? But you got to be very careful when you keep those interest rates low. You can't keep those rates too low for too long, because if you keep them too low, what happens? Demand kicks in. Everybody wants to buy a car. Everybody wants to buy something. Everybody wants to buy .com. When you keep interest rates too low, then all of a sudden what's happening, prices start inflating. And when prices start inflating, remember, that's inflation. Prices inflate because rates are low, so everybody goes buy cars and boats and motorcycles and everything, go on vacation, build a new kitchen because rates are all low. But prices keep going up and up and up. That's called inflation. But here's the problem. Associated with inflation is the purchasing power of your dollars in your wallet and your savings go down. So as you're purchasing stuff, you're buying, you're consuming, and you're chasing all those prices going up because there's such demand because interest rates are so low, prices are going up and up and up, and your dollar's going down and down and down until it reach a point that your dollar is so weak that all of a sudden people stop consuming. They stop consuming because all of a sudden they need more dollars to consume. So you go from inflation to recession. So that's what happened with the housing con. Remember, houses kept going up and up and up. Then all of a sudden, bang, people couldn't consume houses anymore. Why? Because first of all, their dollar is getting clobbered, so they couldn't consume. So all consumption stopped. So then what happens? Businesses slow. Businesses start slowing. They weren't selling as many houses. And when you're not selling as many houses, what do? You cut labor. You cut jobs. Now people try to start. Now it gets worse because people see the neighbor get their job cut. They go, "Whoa, boy, I'm going to start saving. I'm not going to spend anymore, and I'm going to pay my debt off." Well, guess what he finds out? He can't pay his debt off because his dollars are worth a lot less than we started consuming all this stuff. So now he can't pay his debt off, because the purchasing power of our dollar keeps going down as you're out there buying and buying and buying. So now what happens, you go from, with all this demand, with low rates, prices inflate, soon the dollar's going down, people can't consume as much. Businesses start suffering. Top-line sales go down. Profits go down. They lay people off. You're on your way to work that morning. Your neighbor, he's not leaving for work. You get scared. You get nervous. You stop buying stuff. Yeah, this is what happens. And then all of a sudden, everybody stops buying. And that's what happened with the dot-com crash. That's what happened with the housing crash. And so businesses start getting hurt. They lay people off. And then you go from inflation to recession. But here's what happened. Instead of going to the recession, the next recession, remember what they did? Obama, instead of now remember, Baby Bush took over the dot-com crash. But instead of letting it go into a recession and clean it up, he said, no, I'm going to keep interest rates low, and I'm going to start a housing bubble. And then we went from inflation to recession to the crash and the housing bubble. Who comes in next? Obama. What does he do? Does he let it go into recession? No. Does he let the banks collapse? No. He does the same things. Hey, let's keep interest rates low. Wait a minute. We've had interest rates low since the dot-coms. We've had interest rates low since 1993. But that's what he did. So, okay, he gets into office, QE, and what does he do? Same thing. Now what we saw with Obama. And here we're in QE now. You start seeing keep interest rates low. People keep consuming. Now we're going from consumption to what? I'll tell you when I get back from the break. This is nuts what's going on. But we're going to make some money. We're going to make some real money on this deal.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party, hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who served. Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Kendra Simpkins, U.S. Army veteran and CEO of local veteran nonprofit Operation Warrior Resolution. Come celebrate Veterans Day with us at this free event with plenty of food and drink, live music, and celebrity surprises. Come show your support, honor our heroes, and have lots of fun. We provide peace to veterans in distress through the use of alternative methods.
Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for the Veterans Day Block Party.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who serve. Do you understand? Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. Starts at 1600 hours. That's 4 p.m. for those who don't know. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for Veterans Day Block Party. Be there. Attend the Phil's Gang Personal Stock Market Coaching Seminar with Phil Grandy and Steve Celeste in Sarasota, Florida. This seminar will educate individuals who are interested in learning in-depth stock charting technicals, providing professional one-on-one training strategies and personal investing experiences. The Phil's Gang Trading and Investing Seminar will give you the confidence to make profits in the stock market. Don't wait. Register today. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or register online at philsgang.com. Stop wasting your money and time on outdated newsletters, reading dozens of websites and magazines. You wanted it, you got it. One-on-one coaching with Phil Grandy. For more information and to register, call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or register online at philsgang.com. And we'll see you on the charts.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. What's the difference between an investment banker and a ghost? When a ghost jumps out the high-rise window, it floats. Now here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, join my gang. It's only $39.95. This is where you get the truth. Here's what's amazing today. Most people have no clue. They don't know the difference between inflation and recession. They wouldn't know the difference between a banana peel and inflation and a recession. They have no idea how it works. And what they do is they take advantage of that. These jibber jabbers on TV, on these fake financial networks, business networks you see on TV. As long as they can get you, they can con you into thinking the stock market going up is the economy. And everybody looks to the stock market and thinks everything's okay. But here's what they don't understand. And especially today, think about it. Why are they lowering rates if we have the best economy in the world? Because they can't raise them. Because we've created so much debt between the dot-com, remember the dot-com, create that fake wealth effect. Remember they lowered all the rates so everybody could buy dot-coms. And then when the dot-com crashed, now why do you get a crash? Because it's very simple if you think about it. When they bought the dot-coms, remember they lowered rates. And when you lower rates, that creates demand. Consumers can start buying stuff because that's the idea. You lower rates to create demand. But you only do that for a little while just to get the economy going. And then you raise rates back to normal. So retirees, they have a good savings account rate, good CD rate. Everything's just fine. You got to bring those rates back up. But what they did when you have the dot-com and that big demand came in because money was cheap, corporations could buy all that dot-coms and get big lines of credit because money was at near zero for the big corporations. So dot-com prices inflated and every other price inflated. But there's a problem with that, which these jibber-jabbers on TV aren't going to tell you. When all that demand goes in place because of the low interest rates, on the other side of the ledger, all your dollars, the purchasing power of your dollars are going down. So think of it. Prices are going up, but your purchasing power of those dollars are going down. So next comes the recession. Why? Because the more your dollars keep going down over time, you start realizing you can't consume more. Because the dollars in your wallet are worth less, so you can't consume more. So what happens? Prices stop going up, like the dot-coms. Prices stop going up in the dot-coms. So when prices are not going up, what do businesses do? They start lowering their prices. When the prices in housing, remember, stop going up. Why? For the same reason. Fall in purchasing power. Because as the dot-coms went up, why did they go up in price? Why was there such demand? Because rates were low. That's called inflation. Prices went up. But they stopped at some point because the fall of the purchasing power of their dollar, people, they couldn't buy anymore. They couldn't consume anymore. And they had to start paying back their debt, but they couldn't because all of a sudden they realized the dollar that was in their wallet that they could pay back $1 debt, now they got $1 debt and they got to go do something because the dollar's only worth 50 cents. Before you paid $1 worth of debt back with $1. Now they find out they only got 50 cents. The dollar's only worth 50 cents. They still have that $1 debt. So that's what happened with the dot-com. Simple. Inflation. And the first sign of recession is when businesses, all of a sudden, they're not selling good stuff. They're not selling. Sales go down. Their revenues go down. Then they start laying people off. That becomes deflation. And then the neighbors see the person laid off, they panic, they stop consuming. They try to rapidly pay back their debt, but they can't because their dollars are worth less. And you go into a crash. So there you were with the dot-com. So they should have let that crash continue. Get rid of all the excesses, and then you'd be in great shape coming out of that. You'd be in great shape coming out of that recession. You'd be strong. Balance sheets would be strong. But here's what they did: they kept rates low, and then after the dot-com, you have Baby Bush. He decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to raise rates. I'll keep rates low too. I'll keep rates very low. So I'm going to create, instead of a dot-com, I'm going to create a housing con. So we're going to have everybody buying houses. We'll drop interest rates down to zero. People can pick their own payments, and there'll be such demand for housing. Remember the demand? And housing kept going up in price, and people kept buying houses. But remember, the same thing that happened with the dot-com, a fall in purchasing power of their dollar. So soon, prices of houses, people had to stop buying them because their purchasing power was so weak of their dollar, they couldn't purchase anymore. So when they couldn't purchase houses anymore, what happened? All the housing businesses, they all started to drop. They started to drop prices. Didn't work. And then you go into a crash because people can't pay their debt back. So now we go into Obama becomes president. And he should have said, let's go into a recession right now. Let's go to recession. But he said, no, I'm going to keep interest rates low. So he's going to create interest rates low. So in 45 years, we have Baby Bush, we have Clinton, Baby Bush, and now Obama, 3 dopes keeping rates low. Now remember, as they keep rate low, the debt keeps going up and piling up. Our debt keeps going up. It went from $5 trillion to $7 trillion to $8 trillion to $22 trillion. Our household debts keep going up and up. Why? Because you keep interest rates so low for so long. You keep getting that debt going up. So finally, Obama says, I'm going to keep interest rates low now. I said, wait a minute, you guys crazy? Baby Bush keeps rates low? That's insane. And then Baby Clinton, then Baby Bush, and then Obama. Then where do we get with Obama? Same thing happened there. All of a sudden, demand's going up, rates are going. But guess what? We got a problem this time. The only thing that's going up is the stock market. But they keep rates low so people just keep buying boats and so forth under Obama, and things keep going up. And that's where we are now. So now Trump comes in. And he was supposed to fix all this, remember? He's the one that said, this is crazy what's going on. It's like what I'm talking right now. He was talking when he was a candidate. But he gets in office. He sees the market going up. He says, I'm not going to do recession either. I'm going to keep rates low. Matter of fact, I want to even get them lower. That's what they did today. Drop them lower. So what's going to happen? I'll tell you when I get back. That's why you should join my gang. So you don't care. If rates go low or high, you'll be making money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party, hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who served. Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Kendra Simpkins, U.S. Army veteran and CEO of local veteran nonprofit Operation Warrior Resolution. Come celebrate Veterans Day with us at this free event with plenty of food and drink, live music, and celebrity surprises. Come show your support, honor our heroes, and have lots of fun. We provide peace to veterans in distress through the use of alternative methods.
Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for the Veterans Day Block Party. Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who served. Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Kendra Simpkins, U.S. Army veteran and CEO of local veteran nonprofit Operation Warrior Resolution. Come celebrate Veterans Day with us at this free event with plenty of food and drink, live music, and celebrity surprises. Come show your support, honor our heroes, and have lots of fun. We provide peace to veterans in distress through the use of alternative methods.
Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for the Veterans Day Block Party.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Attend the Phil's Gang Personal Stock Market Coaching Seminar with Phil Grandy and Steve Celeste in Sarasota, Florida. This seminar will educate individuals who are interested in learning in-depth stock charting technicals, providing professional one-on-one training strategies and personal investing experiences. This Phil's Gang training and investing seminar will give you the confidence to make profits in the stock market. Register today. Call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264, or register online at philsgang.com.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Here at Phil's Gang, we are creeping it real. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So we're talking about these interest rates went up today, or got cut today, and that's a bad thing. And so why are they telling us we have the strongest economy ever, the biggest capital investment ever, the best corporate earnings ever, best job growth ever? So why do they have to lower rates? Because they can't pay their bills. That's why. Because we have too much debt. Very simple. If you take from Bush Sr., the national debt was about $5.2 trillion. Clinton went up about 5.3. Obama killed us at 12 trillion. We went from 5.2 trillion. and that was Bush Sr. Clinton was 5.3, and then we had Baby Bush, 12 trillion, and then Obama, 20 trillion, and now we're going to be to 21 trillion. So think about this. We went from 5, starting with Bush Sr., Bush Sr., we went from 5 trillion in debt, now we're at 22 trillion. Now, why did our debt keep going from 5 trillion to 22 trillion? How'd that happen? Because when we got into the dot-com, and we got into the housing con, and then we got into Obama's QE con, every one of them kept interest rates low. They kept interest rates low. And when you keep interest rates low, your debt keeps going up. Your debt keeps going up because when you keep interest rates low, there's demand. And so rates keep, so you got all this debt climbing. And same with household debts, keep climbing. Now we have historic 15 trillion. So here's the problem. Because they kept interest rates too low for too long and didn't bring rates back to normal. Remember, when you drop rates, it's like priming a pump. You're trying to stimulate. So you're trying to stimulate a little bit of growth. So when you drop rates, people go out buy cars and everything else because they can afford them. Rates are lower. And then you stop it. Then you raise rates back to normal. But they didn't do that. We didn't do that after the dot-com. We didn't do that after the housing con. We didn't do that after the QE con with Obama. And remember, Trump was supposed to fix this. But he's doing the same thing they did. So the problem is each time that you have all these prices going up on inflation by keeping all these rates low, on the other side of the ledger, you have the debt going up from 5 trillion to 20 trillion. So here's the problem. Because they kept rates so low and debt went from 5 trillion to 20 trillion, they can't raise rates anymore. They can't raise rates. You see? Because the purchasing power of the dollar is so low right now. People, again, having problems. That's why we can't grow the economy. Now think about this. All this time from the dot-com crash to where we are today, we can't raise rates. We can't raise rates because there's so much debt. And the problem is, of all this debt, people kept buying and buying and buying. The purchasing power of their dollars kept going down and down. So now they can't purchase either. The only way they can purchase is keep rates low. But they got to get rates back to normal again because you're going to have the biggest crash in the world. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep going out there and keep rates too low for too long. And that's exactly what happened. So now today, they turn around this week all celebrating. Say, oh, the stock market hit an all-time new high. Well, why don't you tell them the truth? The stock market hit an all-time new high, but guess what? With the wrong stocks. The S&P made an all-time high with the wrong group of stocks, with defensive stocks. The stock market never makes all-time new highs and can hold and last when you're going up with defensive stocks. You got it when you make a new high in a stock market, they've got to be growth stocks, like the FANG stocks, like Facebook and Google, but those aren't leading anymore. So we got the wrong stocks that are bringing the market up. That's bad. And then we're sitting here lowering rates again, trying to create more demand, which is not going to work this time because the debt's too high now. If anybody thinks you're going to bring rates back to zero and the stock market's going to go up 350% like it did from 2008, it can't happen because the debt is too high and the purchasing power of the dollar is too low. Remember in 2008, or the dot-coms, starting in the dot-coms, in 2001, it was different. Remember, our debt was only at 5 trillion, so you still had purchasing power in your dollar. But when you move your debt from 5 trillion to 22 trillion, and as that went to 22 trillion, your dollar dropped 40%. So that's why people can't purchase. And the only way they can get consumption is they say, well, we'll keep rates low. But that's not going to work because their purchasing power over 10 years is so low now they can't purchase more. Remember, you got to pay back your debt. And so that's why for 1 year, the stock market hasn't gone up. And when the market, finally, they push it up. And how do they do it? Artificially. Remember what they did? They went in and reversed Remember we had the inverted yield curve where you got more interest on 3-month Treasury than you did 10-year, and that's a sign of a crash and a recession. And for 50 years, it's never been wrong. So what they do, they went in and engineered it. Larry Kudlow and the boys engineered it so they get the 10-year back down and the 10-year back up. But it's not helping. So today, so what happened? Everybody said, oh, look at that. The 10-year Treasury now is offering higher interest rates than the 3-month. So that means there's no more recession. And all these jibber-jabbers on Fox and CNBC and all of them are going, yeah, see, there's no more recession. See, because now the interest rate on 10 years is higher than the 3 months. You're all set. Don't worry about it. So people jump out of the bond market, sell their treasuries. What happens? When you sell your treasuries, interest rates go up, called yields. Well, the dollar is supposed to go up with it. So if your interest rates are going up, that means everything in cost goes up. But at least you have your dollar going up, hopefully, that will offset it. No. What happened is they said, no more recession, don't worry about it. Interest rates went up and the dollar went down. That's telling you the economy is going to tank. Because you can't grow an economy when the dollar's going down because it has no purchasing power. So interest rates are going up, dollar's going down. That means the economy's going to sink. That's why they dropped the rate to 25, another 25 basis points. But yet they're lying to you every day and say, we got the strongest economy, biggest capital investment ever, best corporate earnings ever, best job growth. All lies. So this economy is in a real dangerous place, but nobody's going to believe me because you got these jibber-jabbers telling how everything's wonderful, right?
It's just a wonderful world we're living in.
Yeah, wonderful world.
Our economy is surging along. It's surging.
No, see, and what he does, Payne, he always points to the stock market as the economy surging. No, it's not. It's not surging. You can't surge when you look in your wallet. And instead of used to pay back debt with $1 of debt, you could pay it back with $1. Now you got $1 debt, you got to pay it back. You only have 50 cents. Your dollar's only worth 50 cents. So you need another dollar, but you can't go get an extra job. You can't ask for a pay raise. Why? Because all the businesses are getting hit now. Why do you think we're not growing small businesses? That's the backbone of this country. Small businesses, they're not growing. And look what's manufacturing. Is 7-year low. Construction spending, 10-year low. So you're being lied to every day. So why don't you just join my gang and you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. You don't have to even figure it out. This is what I do for a living every day for my members. So we're always going to be in the right stocks, whether the market's going down or up. But if you continue to believe that they're dropping interest rates because the economy's strong, I got a bridge I can sell you. What are you, nuts? That's nuts, and this is what they're trying to sell you. And when they try to sell you, when you're looking at the stock market going up, right? And remember, the stock market stopped going up in 2018, October. And they're trying to push it back up here. For a whole year, it hasn't gone up. Now they're trying to push it back up by dropping rates again. But it's not going to work. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. Become a member, $39.95. And every day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you get a video on each stock that you're in. It works. Join my gang. Remember the kids of St. Jude when you're making money, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
We make sure our gang members are positioned to sell the market short with the same ease as going long. So you join the gang for $39.95, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You decide when you join the gang of our membership group what you want to follow. So let's say you decide you want to start following gold. Okay, so let's say you're going to follow AU. And by the way, we started to buy AU on May 30th. We're up 89%. We're there every day to tell our members what to do. At 2 o'clock, there's the video. Or if you want to be aggressive and you want to be a real trader, just come to my class every day from 9:30 to 11. That's your choice. If you get confused, you get a hold of us. You have your own personal coach, for God's sakes. And if you do exactly what we tell you in that video every day, you'll be making money consistent.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Join us Saturday, November 9th, Veterans Day weekend at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. The Veterans Day Block Party, hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution.
Hi, I'm Kendra Simpkins, U.S. Army veteran and CEO of local veteran nonprofit Operation Warrior Resolution. We provide peace to veterans in distress through the use of alternative methods.
For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. Follow our member portfolio. Every day at 2 o'clock, I post a video. And we'll tell you exactly what to do with the stock that you purchased, okay? So we have our stock portfolio. Just pick one or two. Try it for 1 month. That's all. Just try it for 1 month. That's all you got to do. 1 month. And just do it on paper. You'll see it works. Now, my job is you don't need to understand what's going on with inflation and all the stuff I explained to you. I do that every day for my members, so we're always in the right stocks, no matter which direction the market's going. You've been lied to for 10 years. Just think of this. If you can just think of this for 10 years. They've lied to you, and they kept interest rates low for 10 years. Too low for too long. They did that so they could keep borrowing money to buy their own stock back, these companies, called stock buybacks. Stock buybacks is the most dangerous thing that can happen to an economy, because they take all the money that was set aside for you, the workers, where companies take what they call capital investment money that they set aside to buy machinery and equipment so that you can increase the productivity at that plant or wherever you're working. And then that's how you get a wage increase. Well, they stole that from you. They took the money and they went and bought their own stock, the CEOs of their company, so they got rich. By keeping interest rates low, from the dot-com to the housing con to the QE con under Obama. And remember how a massive debt by keeping rates so low for so long, and people are out there buying stocks for 10 years, and stocks went up 350%, and keeping rates too low for too long, so that you went out and got a student loan, you got a credit cards, you got built a new kitchen, all this crap going on, and now you're up to debt in your household debt is historic. National debt is historic. So these 4 presidents, and now our president, he was supposed to fix this. Remember, he said this was phony. He said raise interest rates just a little bit, the market will crash, remember? He changed when he became president. He's just like the rest of them now. Yes, he's done a better job. I get all that. And yes, I still support him. I get all that. But what you got to understand is one simple thing. If you can just get this in your head, then you'll know a crash is coming. You can't avoid it. When you keep those rates so low so that people will go in and buy stuff, demand occurs when rates are low. They sell all kinds of cars and truck when rates are low. That's called demand. That's called inflation. And then every time you're buying, you're not thinking about it because you're buying stuff based on time. You're borrowing money, but you don't realize the dollar that's in your pocket is going down. Your wages, okay, all those dollars that you get from are going down. And then at some point you can't purchase anymore because the purchasing power of those dollars are down. So we go from inflation to where businesses now, their businesses start to stop. Their top-line sales stop. Their revenues stop. That's the first sign of recession. That's what happened with the housing. That was the first sign of we went from inflation to recession is when home stopped selling. Okay? And this happened with the dot-com, the housing con. Now we're in the QE con. We're going to be right there again. Same thing. We've gone from inflation to now we're going to recession. And as soon as we got the red flag, which was a yielding curve, the yield reversed, inverted yield, where you got more interest on 3 months than 10 years because the big investors don't have confidence in the economy near term because they know what I just told you is the truth. They were going into a crash. We're going into a recession. So they decided, Larry Kudlow and his team went in and re-engineered the yield curve so the 3 month now would be lower than the 10-year to convince everybody there's no recession. Well, he also forgot there's other indicators. There's other indicators. And those indicators are flashing red and red and red. Housing starts, negative. Durable goods sales, negative. Pending home sales, negative. But they figure if they could just fool you on and the jibber jabbers aren't going to tell you this, they could just fool you by re-engineering and reversing the rates that you're going to think, hey, there's no recession. I'm going to go out and buy more stuff. But you're finding you can't. And that's why businesses are having trouble because you can't buy more because you've been buying for 10 years. But at the same time, for 10 years, the value of your dollar went down 40%. Now you're saying, well, wait a minute. I think what I'm going to do is start paying my debt back. It's impossible. It's hard because your dollar, the value fell. But they're convincing you the ones who made out on this are the top 1 percentile who pick up 85% of the value of the stock market. Think about that. Everybody else on Main Street, 157 million people that are working. Half of them making $30,000 a year or less. They haven't benefited one bit for the stock market. And you people in 401ks, you're getting screwed with fees. You're never going to make any money with your 401k. The minute you think you made money in your 401k, you give it all back on the crash. But just remember, the same thing that happened with the dot-com crash, with the housing crash, we're right there with the QE crash right now. Same exact thing. Inflation to recession, but they're trying to mask it. They're trying to mask it. So they're saying, let's lower rates. We'll be okay. I'll at least get to 2020, to the election, Kudlow's saying. No, you're not, because you could lower rates to 0. The next time you could lower rates from 1.7 right now, you could lower it to 0. It's not going to make any difference because your debt went from $5 trillion to $22 trillion. And the purchasing power of the dollar went down. Remember, when we started this whole game, the purchasing power of your dollar was up. You had purchasing power. That's all gone now. So dropping rates is not going to help. So I will select the stocks for you like I do every day for my members. And you don't have to care whether the market's going up or the market's going down. You don't have to care about inflation or recession. You don't have to care about the red flags. That's what I do every day. But you're going to be lied to every day by these these news shows, these financial business shows on these cable networks. These people aren't going to tell you the truth because they need you to keep consuming. Because those are the people, remember, who are enjoying the low rates. They're the people who are enjoying the low rates to 0 because they're in the stock market. The Varneys, the Kramers, okay? All the Art Laffers, the Charles Payne, all these people are supposed to be, Maria Bartiromo, all these people are supposed to be on your side. Are you kidding me? They want rates to stay low forever. And they don't care about your purchasing power, your dollar. They don't care your wages aren't going up. Think about your wages. They've been stagnant, for God's sakes. When they tell you, oh, wages have gone up this year, 8 cents an hour. Really? Well, why don't you tell the truth? So health care, student loan, and your housing, rent, or payment has increased 18 cents against your 7 cents. But they won't tell you the truth. Wage stagnation. Due to all these stock buybacks to push the stock market up, so to mask what's going on, what I just explained to you, that we have now gone from inflation to a recession. That's why he's dropping it down. So what do? You have wage stagnation. All because of these stock buybacks. Business investment has come to a halt, so you're not going to get a wage increase. CEOs keep raiding the capital investment account in your business, and they're taking that money and buying stocks so they get rich instead of the equipment to increase production so you can get a raise. We don't have no productivity. And oh, by the way, remember, the best thing this country ever has is small businesses. Small businesses, that's where all our good jobs come from. And they come from manufacturing and oil and mining. But guess what? The middle class is gone, shrinking. So all you need to know is join my gang. I'll always have you in the right stock at the right time, and you don't care if the market's going up or the market's going down or it's spinning upside down. It doesn't matter. You'll always be making money. We don't listen to these people. All right, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, or go to my site, and you can join there, philsgang.com. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.